We're at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. This is Game 4 of the 1988 NBA Finals, where the home court hasn't meant much. The visitors have won 2 of the first 3 games, but the home team, the Pistons, lead here with 3:47 to go in the first half. And Byron Scott elbows Thomas down, and let's see whether he is hurt. He's got that back to begin with, and it needs help. Oh, he's hurting. That's the last thing he needed. Scott picks up his 3rd personal, and he's in pain. Isiah.
Yeah, he sure is, and he wants to play so badly. Look at the defense he plays, fighting over 3 screens. Byron Scott pushes off. He loses his balance. Oh, it's so... Oh, I know his rear end is so sore. That had to hurt.
Thomas goes out. Vinnie Johnson has come in, and Tony Campbell, who was a former #1 draft pick by the Pistons, is in there for the Lakers now. He gave him some good offensive boost down the stretch this year. 8 on the shot clock. 7-point game, and Dantley rebound by Magic. Magic wide open for the basket, and Irvin Johnson has 12 points. He's the leading scorer for L.A.
Well, he just picks it up. You know, whatever the Lakers need, either some offense, scoring, passing, rebounding, he just adds that ingredient.
Under 3 minutes to go, 52-47. Isiah Thomas on the sidelines hurting as Dantley gets fouled again. There is Isiah.
Los Angeles foul, number 33.
John Sally
his first penalty situation.
Comes in for Rodman.
Number 22.
Now with Campbell in the ball game and being put in a position where he has to guard Vinnie Johnson, I would think that Chuck Daly would look to isolate Vinnie Johnson a little bit, because Campbell has not played in this series, and now all of a sudden playing a guy that's got the hot hand, that's quite a challenge for Campbell.
Kareem picked up the foul, his first. Dantley hits the free throw. Campbell hardly played in his 3 years here in Detroit. He was out of Ohio State and just languished on the bench here. Starred at the CBA, actually was the CBA Player of the Year with Albany, the championship club, and came in when Worthy got hurt toward the end of the year and had some big scoring games for the Lakers. That's
the one thing he can add, is that the offense.
Both free throws made by Adrian Dantley, who leads the Pistons with 17. 7-point lead, Detroit. Campbell nearly lost that ball out of bounds.
And that's one of the problems when you're not seeing much action and you put into a game like this, that you rush things. You're not relaxed out there.
Why would he go with him here?
I guess he just feels he needs another look. Maybe the little fatigue out there with his ball club with this heat.
Kareem makes good on the sky hook, and of course Worthy on the sidelines with 3 personals too.
Yeah, that's another big reason.
54-49, 2:25 to go. Dumars. Joe Dumars with 4 points. He's hit 2 out of 3. Nearly 2 minutes to go in the half.
Now the concern, Joe Dumars posted up by Magic.
Cooper misses again from outside. A loose ball foul against the Lakers will send Detroit to the line.
And the reason I say that is he's got 2 fouls. He can't pick up the 3rd.
Isiah Thomas gets off the bench. He's coming back in, and right now let's check in with Pat O'Brien. Pat?
Thank you, Dick. The reason Isiah Thomas is going back in is because he said he wanted to. What happened in the series before he came out, he fell on the same part of his back that he fell on in the last game. The doctors wanted the rest, but he said, no, I'm going back in, and there he is. Let's go back to Dick.
All right, Pat, thank you very much for that. So Thomas is back in. Campbell's foul, and Vinnie Johnson front rims the first one. 56-49 Detroit. They were up by 11 here in the second period. And he missed both. Lakers will try to cut it to 5.
In the second quarter.
Closest LA has gotten was 24-23 late in the first.
Now the offensive threats for the Lakers, Kareem and Magic Johnson.
But it really hurts them to have Worthy on the bench with 3 fouls. Piston foul against Isiah Thomas. That's the 4th team foul against the Pistons, so the Lakers don't shoot yet.
Well, the rule usually is you'd like to have 3 offensive players on the court at one time. And right now with AC Green, he's a role player. He can contribute a great deal, and Tony Campbell and Cooper.
Campbell fires it up, and an offensive foul. Tony Campbell.
Los Angeles foul, number 19.
And Cooper has been ice cold. You can't count on him for offense right now. So basically it's Magic and Kareem.
And that's it. I would think we'd see a little bit of double teaming down when the ball goes into Magic Johnson or into Jabbar.
Less than a minute and a half to go in the first half. Pistons trail 2 games to 1, looking to draw even. Thomas looked pretty nifty there with a couple of fakes. Vinnie Johnson missed the shot, but a foul against the Lakers. Johnson got it off at the 24-second buzzer, but L.A. committed the foul.
Do you notice how good things happen when you penetrate and go to the basket in this game? It forces the whole defense to react. And there was a case that even though the shot was missed, the defense reacted, and Bill Laimbeer was able to get the good inside position for the offensive rebound.
Tony Campbell called for the loose ball foul. He's picked 3 up since coming in. Bill Laimbeer, of course, he may be the only NBA player whose father earns more money than he does. As a big corporation head, huh?
Well, I'm sure that'll change.
If it hasn't already. 2 free throws by Laimbeer, 58-49 with 1:10 to go. Pistons. Lakers had a 4-2 lead. That's the only time they've enjoyed being the front runners in this one.
Well, the story of this half is the foul line. Lakers 9 out of 12, Pistons 20 out of 24.
Michael Cooper on the drive hits his first shot. That's very interesting because L.A. had the huge edge in the last game.
Well, last game, all 3 games, they've been the one with getting that advantage going to the foul line.
Thomas has it knocked away by Campbell from behind. Detroit with 10 seconds to try a shot. That's the game clock in the first half. You see 43 seconds. Pistons led by 3 after 1 period. And they'll call the Pistons with an offensive foul.
Good call on Bill Laimbeer. He said an illegal screen.
His second. Game 5 comes your way back here at the Silverdome Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern time in the 2-3-2 alignment. If there's a game 6, we'll go to Los Angeles for Sunday. James Edwards is in for Laimbeer. Edwards has been most effective with 9 points, 7 in this period. 15 on the shot clock, Bill.
Now they'll look for the pick and roll. Oh, they slipped.
7 on the clock. Traveling call. I wonder whether Sally's flying Walinda act had something to do with it.
That's the reason. Jabbar could not see over the top and was forced to put the ball on the floor.
That's the presence of a John Sally. He can swoop in anywhere.
The spider.
Right. And the worm. The worm right now is on the bench. That's Dennis Rodman. Playing for the last shot of the first half. The Pistons up by 7.
Watch Vinnie Johnson coming off the screens.
Gets around Edwards. Tries to draw the foul and instead gets called himself for the offensive foul with 2 seconds remaining. That's not the way the Pistons wanted it.
No, but what Vinnie Johnson did is he put his head down. He looked to create the contact. Now, watch him coming off the double screen here. Tony Campbell trying to fight through it. Good defense by Campbell. You see him jumping in and causing the contact. Good call.
The Lakers have called a 20-second timeout to try to draw something up for the last shot. 58-51. Every time Pat Riley has called a timeout, it seems, in this series, something good has come of it.
Well, he better have something good going the length of the court in 2 seconds. You know, they have a few signs in the locker room right there. We see them in the Piston locker room, and these are the things that Chuck Daly feels that it takes to achieve this goal right there on that wall, the World Championship ring.
He's enjoyed himself, I think, in this series. He's been kind of loose.
Oh, yeah, he's taken it all in, and I think he's made sure that the players' heads, for the most part, have been into the game, and they haven't been distracted by all the media and all the coverage that surrounds the World Championship.
Detroit now called a 20-second timeout after everyone came back on the floor, so Chuck must have seen something.
Yeah, Chuck was able to see what kind of set that Pat Riley was going to throw out there offensively, and he'll make an adjustment defensively to make sure they don't give up any easy baskets at the other end.
Now, I'm sure Pat Riley may be changing his call.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Number 35, Ralph Lewis.
Ralph Lewis is in the game for the Pistons out of LaSalle. Campbell will inbound, and Lewis apparently, no, it's the length of the court. Why is Lewis in there?
Not to pick up a foul, because Vinnie Johnson has a few, as well as Dumars. You don't want to pick up a cheap foul here.
Green lost it, and that'll do any chance the Lakers have down the drain. Well, Larry Brown will be coming up live with Greg. That's the end of the first half.